Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. In this one I'm going to be going over the Bratton Prime. Now the Bratton Prime I'm going to be covering with its incarnate form, just because I don't think there's really anyone out there looking for a Bratton Prime build without its incarnate form. Either way, this build will work with its base form without its incarnate, but yeah. So without further ado, let's get into it. For the first evolution, again, you can't choose what it is, so it's just, it's normal incarnate form where you get headshots and it builds up the charge. You can expend the charge to, uh, or sorry, you can alt fire to put it into its incarnate form, which will start draining the charge with each time you fire and everything like that. You know how incarnates work, I assume. So for the second evolution, we're going to be running the increase base damage by +4 with channeled abilities active, increase base damage by 38 plus 50% ammo efficiency. The other option would be to increase the base damage by 2. Multi-shot consumes ammo directly from capacity and it's 54% multi-shot, or sorry, plus 54% damage. This is so this is personal preference. I think the reason why I stopped running this was because it chews through ammo like it's nothing. But what you could do, which I actually am gonna try for this video, so you will see me work through this for the first time. I am gonna try this and I'll show you why. So for the third evolution, we're gonna be running Void's Guidance. So plus accuracy minus weapon recoil. You can potentially run this. So actually, again, now as we're walking through this, I actually am going to do this. So on a punch through hit, 20% chance for 10% ammo restored. That is good. That is good since we're going to be running this with munitions grit. And then for the fourth one, I think this is kind of, if I remember this one correctly, it is kind of personal choice. I do like critical parallel. Prelude of Might is fine. Okay, never mind. No, that one's not good. And then Survivor's Edge, increase base critical chance by 10%, increase base status chance by 14. The first or third is entirely up to you. This thing hits crits like crazy, so I'm gonna opt for a increased base critical damage multiplier for this. So for the actual build itself, what we are going to be running is a primary deadhead build. Now this might actually change due to the fact that we are now running something that is going to be consuming a ton of ammo. But for now, this is what the build looks like. Feel free to pause at any point to look at the mods, see what they do, everything like that. This is a relatively old build. I will say I haven't touched this in a while, so there is a chance that some of these um, mods would be better with other things. So for example, Hammer Shot over Vigilante Armaments might be a little better than, um, might be a little bit of a better mod. But what we're going to do is we're going to test the damage first. We're going to start with Corrupted Heavy Gunners just because, well, what we're going to start with is taking the Companion off. And then we're going to start with the Heavy Gunners. So, let's come over here and test the damage. As you can see, Incarnate form is charged immediately, and then we can go into the Incarnate form. And this weapon does take a bit to build up. That's okay. This is a corrosive build that kind of comes with the status, right? So takes a second to build up. Once it's built up, though, as you can see, it is lasering through the enemies like it is nothing. It is chewing through them. And we put prime shred, so that all of those punch-through hits have a chance of restoring ammo to the mag, and then we're running primary deadhead just because of the damage that it gives, which is a ton. If you want to mod this for viral, I will say modding this for viral will make it do more damage early on, and like usual, it will make it do more damage early on, less damage as you go up because of how viral interacts with things like armor and, that kind of stuff. Corrosive is a little bit less damage early on, but it is more consistent as you get to higher levels. It's entirely up to you what you want to mod it for. The actual build itself won't change too much, roughly, so feel free to do things with that as you wish. And one more run through of these enemies. You can see that they're dying extremely quickly. And yeah, so without further ado, let's jump into the Steel Path gameplay.